honestly, what is my life? What's going on, everyone? And welcome to quite possibly the most ridiculous thing I've ever done in my entire life. I think it just might be. This is what you get for hitting charity goals, man. Honestly, I'm just looking at myself in the viewfinder. And I've got to say, I'm turning myself on. Can we talk about the wig, by the way? Just phenomenal. The sunnies are doing it for me, and the lippy as well. Got a bit of chest hair coming through as well, you know, just for the non-believers. Now, I was going to shave the beard, but I thought that was a little bit too much. And this is what we've arrived at. Oh my God. Now guys, if you're wondering why I'm dressed as a Karen, well, I'm raising money on behalf of Kids, an amazing charity that, you know, just supports disabled children and their families in the best way possible, giving them equal opportunities and giving them everything that they should rightfully have when, let's be honest, they often don't. Now, I'm running the London Marathon on the 23rd of April, and I set a goal of £2,000. And if we hit that, I said that I would dress up for one video and one video only, I hope, in full Karen costume. Now, if you're not watching me on YouTube, if you're on a podcast platform, the link to the YouTube video is down in the description. You need to come over. I've got a lovely blonde wig on. I've got some incredible sunglasses and quite possibly the reddest lipstick that I've ever seen. As you can tell, let me just get up to the camera here. Yeah, it's not the best application of lipstick you've ever seen in your life, but it's not that bad. I'm also wearing I don't even know what you call this. I don't even know. It's a dress. What is it? Let me know in the comments, guys. Any Karens watching, let me know. Anyway, we've now hit the goal. That's the main thing, the £2,000 goal. And that's why I'm doing this. But I've set a new goal now of £5,000. You know what? I've got everything now. If we get to the new goal of 5,000, I'll do another video in a Karen costume. How about that? We may even go a little bit crazier than this one. Wow. I'm not even sure if I should say that, but oh, why not? Let's just go for it. Also, if you do want to continue donating, the link is, as always, down in the description and in the pinned comment, whatever platform you're on. And with every donation, I will give you a shout out, as I have done for the previous 136 supporters that have already donated. As you've noticed, they've all had shout outs. I'm stumbling over my words because I'm just looking at myself and I'm thinking, what am I actually doing with my life? What am I doing? I've got a beard and I can eat my own hair. If that's not content, I don't know what is. Guys, seriously, thank you so much for all the donations. I didn't expect to hit that goal, and that is why I'm kind of in shock right now. But without further ado, let's get into this episode. I'm going to leave the camera on for the entirety of this one, as I think it's only right. So here we go. Here are some entitled parent stories. Entitled kid gets KO'd. So I live on a ranch and we own some cattle. Hay has been really expensive lately, so we needed to sell some cows to afford hay. We had a listing on Facebook Marketplace and some other places about cattle for sale. We had some cows ready for butcher, so we put them in another pen. A lady DMs us and asks if she can come to the property and take a look. We agreed on a time and then discussed what type of cows we had. Now, the whole time I'm reading this, I can see myself in the corner of my eye. I've got a screen here that I can just see myself on, and I don't like it. In fact, I love it. Let's carry on. The day the lady was supposed to arrive, she seemed to be running late. We waited and she didn't show up. Later, she apologized for not showing up and she asked if she could swing by the next day. I told her that I was going to be doing some busy work, but I'd probably be free later in the day. So it was settled. The next day, I was running some hay to our cows, and when I pulled into the driveway, her car was there. I get out and immediately I am met with, and now this is my moment. I've dressed up fully for this moment. Where have you been? Was that good? Did I just get some, make them some, what's it called? Lipstick on my teeth? I don't know. It's all part of the banter, isn't it? Oh, you're here early. I said I was doing some stuff with the cows, but I've got some time to do this real quick. So I take her to the pen and she looks in. She points to the other pen and says, "Why are they separated? Shouldn't these guys be together?" Oh no, we're butchering them this summer. So we put them in there so we can fatten them up a bit. Butcher? You torture these wonderful creatures? Is this even like on proper? I mean, it doesn't even look that bad. Maybe it needs more of a side parting, but oh, my beautiful hair. God, what a shambles. Now, I'm not one to judge someone who is against animal abuse. In fact, I am with them. Some of these big industries do treat their animals badly, and it's a problem. I am not one to do that. Cows give us food, so I make sure that my cows are taken care of properly. But what is this lady expecting? I don't care if people like me or don't, or eat it or not. I could give two poos. But she came out to a ranch, a cattle ranch. There's bound to be cows heading for butcher. See, my question now is, do Karens always have to like do this with their barnets? Or do they put hairspray in? Because I feel like I'm constantly, I mean, it does feel pretty lovely, I will say. Maybe that's why they do it. It feels so seductive. Oof. Wow. Oh, Mom, I assure you, these cows are treated like kings. I make sure their death is quick and painless. But these are the cows you're looking for. She just scoffed. I take her by the pen we were supposed to be looking at. So, how is this Karen an entitled parent, you ask? Well, she had a kid in her car. She was buying him a cow as a pet. She had a small trailer, probably only big enough for one cow. At this point, she called him out of the car. So, which one do you like? I like that one. This kid had pointed to a calf. This calf was too young to be weaned, taken from his mum, so he would have to be sold with his mum. If you want that one, you're going to have to buy that red Angus right there. That's his mum, and he's too young to leave her yet. The entitled parent said to me with a disgusting look, so I have to buy both? Yes, Mum. But since she's a mum, she's very protective. So let's find another cow. But Mum, I want that one. Look, my baby wants that one. He's just so cute and small. I don't want to get anything too big. So if that's the case, you should go and look for some miniature cows. I know some sellers and I can get you their contact information. Yeah, but I'm already here. Mummy, can I go pet the cow? No, I shout. Sure, sweetie. What's the big deal? He just wants to pet the cow. Now, rule number 1 with cattle. Be aware of your surroundings. If you see a cow with a calf and the mum is high-headed, don't go near it. The kid is too young to understand, but his mum is too freaking stupid to look out for a goddamn kid. Now, the mum of the calf that this kid went to go pet is a total head case. She will not put up with anything. So the kid crawls under the panel and he looked to be about 10 years old or so. Well, I had to try and go into the pen, but I needed a cattle prong. A cattle prong is just a long rod that delivers a light shock to the cattle. It's the equivalent of a shock collar to dogs, except it's just long enough so people can stay safe and keep their distance. Her son goes to touch the calf, and the mum is giving all the warning signs to stay the frick away. The kid then gets close to the calf, and it freaks out. Now, cows kick to the side, not to the back like a horse. So the calf kicked this kid square in the side of the head. He fell over and started screaming. So was his mum. I hate to say it, but it felt so good to see that entitled Karen see what happens when her dumb butt doesn't listen to professionals. But now, with all the screaming, the rest of the cattle are wound up. I get my cattle prong, rush into the pen, and as the mum was about to start charging this poor kid, I start herding her away from him, and I get him out of the pen. I gave him back to his entitled mum and told them to get the frick off my property. She started just yelling at me, but I tuned her out. I can't stand people like that. Moral of the story, listen to people who know what they're talking about. And there we go. Well, I for one can say, as I actually was the Karen that was there that day, that I was grossly mistreated by this horrible farmer. And I just feel like me and my kid deserved to have that little calf. I really hate myself right now. But this is what I signed up for, guys. This is what you wanted. Are you happy? You should be. See, normally now I give my opinions, right? And I give my personal opinions as Jack and be like, yeah, obviously this entitled woman and her son were clearly in the wrong and they're clearly very stupid. But I feel like now I just got to take on the persona of the Karen and say, I deserved that cow. I deserved that calf. Why wasn't I given it? I will never know. And now I'm going to sue and get the manager of the farm. I don't know. This is all a bit ridiculous, really, isn't it? See, I'm reading the comments here and everyone's saying, a fellow farmer, you know, saying, oh, you did a great job there. Well done, OP. How can these stupid parents not understand? What was the kid doing? I know they're only young, but they should still get not to go into an enclosure full of animals and cattle. But I disagree. The farmer is the problem. In fact, the cows are the problem. They should be more obedient. They should be subservient to me and my son. Guys, that is going to do it for this one because I don't know if I can do too much more of this. Like, once again, it's an absolute shambles. Oh, who knew I could do this, by the way? Jesus. That is even better than it was before. I get the fringe covering the sunnies. That is lovely. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. And tell you what, this dress with the chest hair out is doing me a lot of favors, guys. I will say, I started this video out expecting the worst, and I'm just glad I did it in the end. Wow. Can't lie, I'm starting to feel myself a little. I can't even speak anymore. Oh, let me just tell you, this might just stick. Please, no! Guys, in all seriousness, I really hope you have enjoyed this one. Probably the most ridiculous thing, as I said, that I will ever do in my life. It's up there. It really is up there. But hey, that is the beauty of the game. So what do you do for work? Brilliant scenes. Once again, please donate because I don't want this all to be in vain. We have raised over £2,000 so far, but let's kick on. I feel like this deserves a little bit more, no? Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe I'm being entitled. And if I am, well, there you go. I've taken on the role perfectly.